for coming. We'll call the meeting to order, and we would like to rearrange the agenda a little bit.
Let's do the swearing in first.
Okay. Right.
And then we'll do the rest. Does that sound
Okay, yep.
fair?
So we're gonna swear in 2 new trustees today.
There it is. Okay, Kirsty, go ahead and do yours first. Okay. So, that's what you get to say.
Okay. Do you want to face you?
Yes. Do you, Kirsty Bruce, solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States, Constitution and the laws of the state of Idaho, and that you will faithfully discharge all the duties of the office of trustee of Kuna Jt School District Number 3 in Ada and Canyon Counties, the state of Idaho, according to the best of your ability?
I will.
Thank you.
Yes.
Freddie, you're next. Do you, Freddie Wheeler, solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and the laws of the state of Idaho, and that you will faithfully discharge all the duties of the office of trustee of Kuna Jt School District Number 3 in Ada and Canyon Counties, the state of Idaho, according to the best of your ability? Thank you.
Congratulations, Olivia. Thank you for your service. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I think for the sake of time, let's, if you guys are good with it, let's move celebrations so that we can have these kids be able to study. I'm sure they got a lot of homework to do. So let's turn the time over to Mr. Luke Wolf, our athletic director.
Well, trustees, thank you for having me. Greatly appreciate it. This is the good part of my job, is honoring kids. That's what we are. We're in the kid business, and we are extremely lucky out here in Kuna to have one of the best wrestling teams, not in the valley but also in the state. I would like each of you guys just to stand up, say your name and your weight class. Okay, Emma, go ahead.
My name's Emma Sansel and I wrestle the 140-pound weight class.
My name is Aiden Wilson and I wrestle the 130-pound weight class.
My name's Ellie Tucker and I wrestle the 145 weight class.
My name's Adrian Howard and I wrestle the 125 weight class.
My name's Jaden Jackson and I wrestle the 135 weight class.
My name's Aurora Ryder and I wrestle the 115 weight class.
My name is Percy Coley and I wrestle the 115 weight class.
My name's Priscilla Garcia and I wrestle for the 190 weight class.
My name's Abigail Henderson and I wrestle the 170 weight class.
My name is Bentley Foster and I wrestle 190 weight class.
My name's Turner and I wrestle 120 weight class.
I'm Taylor Jake and I wrestle at 110 pounds.
I'm Charisma Freeze and I wrestle at 120.
My name's Taylor Fong and I wrestle at 170.
My name's Kesley Schofield and I wrestle at 130.
So, since from 2021 to 2024, the National Federation did a study on the fastest growing women's sport, which is wrestling, and that numbers went up 55% in that time frame, which means more opportunity for our kids, which means more scholarship opportunities for our kids. Last year, these girls took 3rd at state. This year, they took 2nd in the Calhoun Classic. They are the champions of Wiley Dobbs. They took 5th at the massive Raleigh Lane wrestling tournament, which ironically was first started by our own Stuart Vickers, head of CTE. They took 2nd at the Jaybird Memorial. 16 members represented Idaho at the 16U Junior Nationals in Fargo, North Dakota. We have 2 former caveman wrestling collegiately, one of them being ranked, that's Charisma's sister, Zoe. This year alone, they have scored 1,250 match points and 122 pins as a team. Some individual highlights. Taylor, stand up. Taylor is our returning state champion. She's a returning All-American. She's an academic All-American. She is undefeated at 24-0 this season. She's the Artist Nash champion, the Calhoun Classic champion, the Wiley Dobbs champion, the Raleigh Lane champion, and champion of Jaybird. Nice job, Taylor. Abby? So Abby is 22-4 this year. She's the Artist champion, the Calhoun Classic champion. She took 3rd at Wiley Dobbs, 5th at Raleigh, and 2nd at Jaybird. Great job, Abby. Emma. So I got a good story about Emma. This year, beginning of the season, she and some of the girls sprinted in my office, and they had their new singlets. And she had her pair of white competition shoes, and she wanted some people at school to sign them for her. So that was pretty cool when she asked me to sign her shoes. So Emma currently is 20-6. She finished 2nd at Artist Nash. She was the Calhoun champion, Wiley Dobbs champion, and champion of Jaybird. Great job, Emma. And also, just really quick, I want to highlight Coach Tucker and Coach Peterson, because obviously our kids aren't as good as our coaches, and we are only as good as our coaches are. And I just want to thank these guys for everything they do and continue to do, because we still got a lot of season left. So thanks, guys. Thank you, members of the board.
Thank you. Nice work, ladies. Keep up the good work. We've been watching you. Okay, you guys are welcome to stay if you want to. You can take off too. You guys got homework? Good job. You?
That was the room.
Okay, do we have a motion to go into executive session?
I'll make a motion that we go into executive session in accordance with Idaho Code Section 74206. The reason be to consider the evaluation, dismissal, or disciplining of or hear complaints or charges brought against a public officer, employee, staff member, or individual agent or public school student.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. Executive session. Pledge of Allegiance. We need a motion to approve the agenda.
Make a motion that we approve the agenda.
Second.
Second, all in favor, Kirsty?
Aye.
Michael?
Aye.
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 And I'm an aye. Okay. Moving on to new business. Reorganization of the Board of Trustees. So first we'll elect a chairperson. I make a motion that we elect Michael Thornton as the chairman of the school board.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye?
Aye.
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 Michael, you didn't say aye.
I don't think I'm supposed to vote. Am I supposed to vote?
He's,
Yeah.
He's gonna be a really good chairperson.
I think I'm supposed to abstain.
Okay.
Personal conflict.
Personal conflict, yeah.
Okay, so moving on, do we have a motion to elect the vice chairperson?
I make a motion to elect J.D. Grant as the vice chair.
Do we have a second? I think I can second it.
Mhm.
Any discussion?
I'd like to nominate myself as the vice chairperson.
Okay, so we have a motion on the table, and we have a second.
you had a second that you did, so we have to do the first motion first, and then we do the second.
Oh, that's right, okay. So I guess we vote on the first motion. Kirsty?
No.
Michael?
Yes.
Freddie?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
No.
Okay, so we have 3-2, motion carries. So moving on, I'm gonna give this to Michael, and he can take over.
Okay.
Good luck.
I might just get it back to you. You can finish it off for us. All right, next order of business. Need a motion to appoint Jonathan Gillen as the district treasurer.
I make a motion that we appoint Jonathan Gillen as the district treasurer.
I second.
Any discussion? All right, let's vote. Kirsty?
Aye.
Freddie?
Aye.
JD?
Aye.
Hillary?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Next order of business, appoint Deanne Greeny as district clerk. Do I have a motion?
I make,
Go ahead.
I make a motion to appoint Deanne Greeny as district clerk.
Second.
All right, any discussion? Kirsty?
Aye.
Freddie?
Aye.
JD?
Aye.
Hillary?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. All right, the next thing we need to do is review and sign KSD and Idaho School Board Association's Code of Ethics, Policy 216. If you want to continue on the board.
Aye.
You already did yours?
Mhm.
She turned her homework in early.
I did.
It's the 13th.
13th.
It's okay. I just need to push it. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, the next order, action, school board meeting resolution to establish the monthly regular school board meeting dates, time, and location for 2026. 2026. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to establish the monthly regular school board meeting dates, time, and location for 2026. Second Tuesday of each month at 6:30 to be held at Kuna Joint School District Office Conference Room, 711 East Porter Street.
Second motion.
Okay. Any discussion? Hillary?
Aye.
JD?
Aye.
Freddie?
Aye.
Kirsty?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as
All right, the next is a motion for designation of public places for posting notices.
I make a motion that we approve these designations for public places for posting the notes, the school district office, district website, district Facebook, and then Kuna Post Office, Kuna City Hall, and Kuna Community Library.
Motion, is there a second?
I second.
All right, any further discussion? Hillary?
Aye.
JD?
Aye.
Freddie?
Aye.
Kirsty?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. All right, we'll move on to committee representatives for the board. We'll start with the negotiations committee. I've been on that for the last 2 years, and I'd be okay to continue on that committee.
Were you and JD on that committee?
No, just
okay.
me. There's only one of us.
Negotiations for contracts, is that?
Yeah,
okay.
for the master contract.
Correct, okay.
Yep.
I second.
Can I make the motion to do that?
Yeah.
I move that I remain on the negotiations committee. You would?
I second.
Okay, perfect. Hillary?
Aye.
JD?
Aye.
Freddie?
Aye.
Kirsty?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
Who was on the calendar committee?
It
That
was
would be me.
Kirsty. Yeah.
I don't mind staying unless somebody else wants to try it.
I make a motion that Kirsty stays on the calendar committee.
Second.
Kirsty?
Aye.
Freddie?
Aye.
JD?
Aye.
Hillary?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Safety committee, one trustee, meet quarterly.
What is a safety committee?
Who's been
Who
on?
was on it?
I don't-
Hillary.
Hillary was?
I don't think I went to any of those meetings. I'm happy to be on it again then, if that's all we have to do.
Superintendent Bechtel and Jason Donaldson kind of run that safety stuff, so I'm not sure.
I just
I
don't.
don't know.
I've never gone.
We have a meeting coming up. I'll make sure you're invited to it.
Okay.
I make a motion that that Hillary's on the safety
Is
committee.
it like the safety of the schools?
Air drills,
Oh, okay.
lockdowns.
I have a motion and a second. Hillary?
Aye.
JD?
Aye.
Freddie?
Aye.
Kirsty?
Aye.
Am I am an aye as well.
Who seconded?
I did.
Ready.
Thank you.
We had Hillary and I were on the committee to work with the city.
You were liaisons, you're not committee.
Okay.
Because it's short term. Same with policy, has kind of been that.
So it's okay if you guys stay. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So we don't need a motion for that.
Okay.
You're not required committees.
What committee was that? Working with the city.
Oh, that's not-
Liaison,
It's
yeah,
not on
a
here.
I was trying to
liaison,
figure out
it's just
where
to
we're at.
represent the board in front of the city.
You worked with the KEA.
No, he's talking.
I did not, it was actually Kim.
Oh, I thought you helped.
Yeah, well, this is,
Oh,
Kuna
yeah.
Education
Yeah.
Foundation was Kim. And
Did
she,
you not help?
I didn't do anything with that. But,
For the same?
Yeah.
That was capital planning. I don't know if we don't have capital.
Yeah, it was two different things. Capital planning was different.
You were on.
But
I was on with you just about 4th Street Gym.
Yeah.
What about the capital planning is what we're saying? Like,
Oh, yeah,
because that
I
wasn't.
was gonna
that's-
bring that up.
Yeah.
If,
Yeah, because that
to
was the
have a
one I was
capital
on.
plan, yeah, I was on it with Kirsty.
Yeah,
and
that was
it kinda
different from
got
what you guys did.
disbanded,
Yeah.
Then, Michael, what you and I did with the city, that was just a liaison?
Yes.
The growth and development
Growth and
type of thing, yeah, and that wasn't
Yeah,
really,
capital plan's not on here. Are we not moving
It's
forward?
not a board,
Not a required committee.
It's not a
it's
standing
not a
committee.
board committee.
but it's something we could form.
If we need to.
Are we wanting
I
to
would
do
like
that?
to, I think we need
Do you want
to,
to stay on it? If we,
Yes.
when and how we do that in the
Yes, please.
future?
yeah,
Okay, great.
or, yeah, I don't have to be the one, but we need to have, I think we should have two board members on
I
it.
agree.
How many times did the wellness committee meet last year?
Is this a new one?
It's a new one, isn't
It was new last
it?
year.
We need to do
Well, we need the
Education.
KE.
I make a motion
Foundation.
that Freddie be on the Kuna Education Foundation.
Second.
I,
Aye.
And a second.
What's with the smart
He's
aleck
brand
checklist?
new, so is that really something?
What do they have to, what is that one for? What do you do?
He went to some meetings already.
I actually didn't, I was sick.
Oh, but, well then, you can't.
So they are meeting on the
That was-
second.
If that was the
or
requirement, I missed that.
First Tuesday of each month.
Okay,
On here it was
elaborate
Monday
what they
last year.
do
It's
also.
supposed to be Tuesday, the first Tuesday of the month.
It's putting together, support for the teachers.
Yeah,
She,
it's like
she'd asked me if I wanted to go.
fundraising, so
they have projects that they want to do
Projects they
for
can
certain
submit.
classrooms and stuff.
And they do have, I believe they have a small scholarship.
I guess.
Yeah.
They do
Mine
have a
is-
small
I think-
scholarship that they put together too.
Okay. Without any-
Right. When they do the baskets, they do a basket thing too.
We do have a motion, and I think we have a
We have
second.
a second, yeah. Go ahead, Hillary.
You just deny this, Freddie.
Does he want it, like, does he have to say?
Did you
that?
hear what she said?
I missed it. No,
Okay.
can you say that again?
Please repeat.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
So,
So it's, basically it's teacher support. So it's putting together, they fundraise per se to, they have they have a scholarship that they put together for students that they will award at the end of the year, for seniors typically. And then it's also support for the teachers. So the teachers will put together a project that they have that they would like something, and then they'll fundraise and get.
And what's the board member's role there? Is it just to be a voting member?
Yes.
Of the,
and to help do all of those things.
so it's more than showing
Present
up
the
and,
scholarship
and
potentially.
voting, it's also
It's more
going
than
through.
showing up and
Help them
voting.
do that
Participation.
Sure, well, sure. I didn't mean show up and just
Yeah.
be present. Let me clarify.
So this is a required committee by law
Yes.
to be part of the foundation?
I don't know that it's law, but it is policy.
Like what like one of our policies,
our
so we can change that policy if we want?
Not today.
Not today, yeah. But I just feel like that's it's a pretty big job. Like in comparison to the rest of these, I think it should be like eyes wide open that that's a much bigger job than the rest of these, obviously, so.
They meet once a month on Tuesday.
We could,
Could we rotate it?
we could nominate,
Or does it
yeah.
have to be the same person
No,
every time?
you could even
If
ask
you can't
someone
make
else
it, you
to
could
go.
ask one of us to fill in for you, I think.
Or should we nominate two people to the,
Or can we nominate the whole, is there a lot of continuity that happens? Like, could we
Yeah, I wonder
all
if
just
there's
like?
an issue that we can't all just take a rotation of.
Trustee or Kim Nixon did this for a long time.
Yeah.
Has she been the only one that's done it for?
I think so, yeah.
she really is.
So nobody here has a inkling of the
No,
commitment
not
besides.
really.
I don't think it's.
I don't mind doing it, and then with the, I don't know if we can put a caveat in there that we can have an opportunity to revisit this and maybe either work on it together or.
Can Education Foundation come and do an update for us next month, so you, because there's a
We can probably have,
kind of a, get it back in
And
there.
do they meet during the day or in the evenings, or?
I think it's-
Afternoons, like 4:30, 4 o'clock, something like that.
6 or 7 in the evening.
Is it that late?
I go, yeah, it's,
We nominate you to be the person.
I could give information, but I don't know if I'm supposed to.
No, I'm just
but yeah.
kidding. I think that'd be great to hear what we need to, what the requirement is, like what we need to do before we sign up for it. I mean, or we say Freddie can do it and then,
And then if we need to
Yeah,
change.
we can
can
put
change
me
it.
on and then I'll just, with the caveat that we'll revisit it and, yeah, we can put it. That's fine.
Okay, we need the votes.
Aye.
Somebody else would rather do it.
Hillary,
I,
Judy,
aye.
Freddie,
Aye.
Kirsty?
Aye.
Aye, that's for me as well. All right, now the Wellness Committee, one trustee.
So it is required. We kind of paused this committee because there was so much change in what our, what was gonna be the food pyramid, all the things, this is what's allowed at snacks, this is what is allowed school, food at school, not so much cafeteria, but this is like if you were to give out a snacks at class or a school store, anything from 8 a.m. to the end of school. This is not your concessions at a football game or a play. So it's been very slow. I can't even remember if it was, I don't think it was Hillary.
I can do it.
Is that true? But we hadn't,
Maybe it
this
was
committee
me.
hadn't met, and I know that,
It's
I think
really
it was me, but,
It's Judy.
oh, it is,
It was me.
It's you.
but we haven't met since I've,
okay.
and then we
We have some pretty good policy that kind of spells it out.
And we were waiting for announcement by the federal that what they were changing as far as, and I know that just came out. Val believes there's going to be some even stricter requirements of us, what we can and can't do. School stores, like your Friday elementary, like your popcorn days, liquor sales, all that stuff is what's in this. So I would assume this committee is going to fire back up pretty good in the fall. It's been the best committee to be on because we haven't met.
I'll nominate JD to be on the wellness committee.
Second that.
All right, any further discussion? No. Hillary,
Aye.
JD,
Aye.
Freddie,
Aye.
Kirsty,
Aye.
and aye for me. All right, very good. We did celebrations. Any patron comment? No? Okay, thank you. All right, we'll move on to reports. We have a report about the superintendent search update from Katie Russell.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Want a chair? Grab a head.
I'm good. I've been sitting all day, so it feels nice to stand.
Okay.
But thank you for having me. Trustee Wheeler, we haven't met yet. My name is Katie Russell. I'm with the Idaho School Boards Association. You will meet me very briefly, and then I will be going on maternity leave here in about 4 or 5 weeks. So, but I am assisting the board along with a few of my colleagues in the office on your superintendent search. And I was asked to just come and share an update with you and then kind of what you should expect when your search closes on the 31st. So just quickly, the search is going well. We've been promoting it through emails on our social medias. As of today, we have 5 applicants. I anticipate we'll likely see more in the coming weeks. Candidates tend to apply a little closer to the deadline. I've been seeing a lot of activity in our software system of people I can see if they're creating profiles and maybe engaging. So I anticipate to see more in the coming weeks, but there's 5 current applicants right now. I don't share applications with the board until the application period completely closes. The reason for this is that we want to ensure that applicants' names are kept confidential as long as possible. And then additionally, we want to make sure that there's no kind of biased if, someone were to apply on day 2 versus someone applying on the final day. We don't want people to be able to look at the person on day 2 for the whole search and not have as much time to look at the person who applied on the final day because they may be of the same caliber, and we just want to give them a fair opportunity. So what will happen is the search will close about a week prior to the search closing. I will send an update to the board. I will add you all onto our search platform as what we call screeners. And I'll send some directions over. And when the search officially closes the following morning at 8 a.m., all of the trustees, along with anyone else in your district who you'd like to be able to see applications, will receive permissions to start viewing applications. You can view them on your own time. I will send a confidentiality form over to your clerk. I ask that you sign that and that as you're reviewing applications, you are keeping the candidate's information confidential, not sharing it with family, neighbors, anyone else. This is important information to keep private. And you will have access to review those applications from that period until the end of your search. At that time, you'll start reviewing them, and then the board will meet. I believe the meeting is on the 5th to review applications. At that meeting, you'll all come together. It may be me, it may be someone else from ISBA who's in that meeting with you, and we'll kind of help you walk through the discussion of applicants and have conversation around the applicants. As I've mentioned before, we don't screen out or weed out any candidates. You're gonna see every single candidate that applied for the position, and we feel that that's important because we don't live in your district or work in your district, and we don't feel like we know what's best for your district, and so we want you to be able to make the best informed decision. However, we do go through all of the applications and look over them for any kind of red flags or anything maybe that we think would be important to highlight for the board. And when we come and present those applications to you, we will make sure to highlight them. But again, during that meeting, you all are taking the lead on the conversation. We're more so just sharing kind of what we've seen from the applications to make sure that it is shared with you. Additionally, we this year have partnered with a background checking company who does background checking and social media / media scans. So as candidates apply, we are doing media scans for them. This company will go look over any social media that they have, review news articles, things like that. And if it finds any kind of something that needs to be addressed or brought to the board, it will ping it for us and let us know. If there is something that needs to be addressed with the board, we will share it with you. If they had a clean scan, we'll just let you know they had a clean scan. Same goes for when we get to the portion of background checking. It would be the same there as well. If their scan comes back clean, we'll let you know the scan comes back clean. We won't share the background check with you unless there's something that needs to be highlighted. Then at that meeting, you'll kind of do your discussion. All of this is done in executive session until you get to the point where conversations kind of exhausted itself and you seem like you might be ready to make a decision on who to move forward. At that point in time, because you can't make any kind of decision in executive session, we'll encourage the board to move out of executive session and make motions on moving candidates forward. So what that kind of looks like is it will depend on how many applicants you get and what your applicants look like, how you feel about them. Some districts move straight in and they'll maybe move to bring 2 or 3 people forward to do like finalist interviews, district visits, things like that. Sometimes districts have a really wonderful pool of applicants and it's really hard to narrow it down to 3 people or less. And so they may decide to do like short Zoom interviews, semi-finalist round. That's something that's hard to tell until the board's able to review applications, what that may look like, but you will decide that in the open session, make that decision. And then from there, you'll decide kind of what the next steps of your search looks like. So like I said, typically most searches go straight to a finalist round. Once you've named your candidates and move them forward to the next round, you will then want to discuss what you kind of want that next round to look like. Typically, it follows the same kind of timeline of you'll bring candidates in, you'll do a district visit with the candidates. How detailed or extravagant that is up to the board, up to how much time you decide you want to have the candidates come in for. You'll want to do an interview, and then typically this is when we do our big kind of community engagement, get the community together, your staff together, anyone else who wants to attend together to hear from candidates and provide feedback to the board. And this is typically in the form of a community forum or a community meet and greet or some other type of opportunity for the candidates to come get in front of the board, teachers, parents, staff, anyone that you would like them to be in front of. At those events, there's typically a moderator. Typically it's ISBA, but it could be someone that you have in your district or your community who is a good public speaker or a good moderator that you want to have come in. They'll ask questions and will provide comment cards to anyone in attendance. And they can provide all of their thoughts to you. and we encourage them to provide all of their thoughts. And then those comment cards come back to the board, and the board reads through all of them so that they hear directly from their community on what their community thought about each of the candidates. And it gives them a really great opportunity to hear from the candidates in a way that ensures that people aren't asking candidates questions that they are illegal or that they shouldn't be asking or that may scare candidates away. And then from there, at that point, after you've kind of done your district visits, interviews, all of that, the board will come together again, have a meeting, same kind of thing. You'll meet in executive session to discuss the interviews, read over comment cards, discuss comment cards. And when you're ready again to hopefully make your final decision, you'll come out and make that decision. So that's kind of the quick overview of what the search process will look like from about when your search closes, the application period, until the end. Like I said, some of that is up to who your applicants are, and then the district visits and things like that will depend on how extensive you want that visit period to look like. And we've done it a lot of different ways, have a lot of ideas, can work with whoever is helping get this schedule to make it fit your community, your district, and everything like that. So, any questions?
No, I think you explained it very well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is for a higher date of, when would we expect them to begin? It's what date?
February 5th. Or you mean for
Like,
the...
when is the process over and we expect them to begin?
June.
They start July 1st.
July
July
1st.
1st is the contract date. But we would want to have them hired before
Typically,
March.
with the way your timeline is kind of right now, I would guess with you doing application review in February, depending on how quickly you move, and like I said, if you end up doing a semifinalist round, the timeline could get a little wonky. But I would guess you would have someone hired by early to mid-March. They wouldn't start until January, but you'd at least know who that person is by that time. So, July, yes, yeah. So.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, next item, enrollment update, Assistant Superintendent Brian Graves.
Trustees, reminder, so 5,700 students, day 5. Day 5 is our typical number that we really use as kind of our litmus test, kind of our gauge. So just a reminder, about 62 less students than our 5th day count the year before. And then I always give way too much information. 2 less than in 23-24, 121 less than 22-23, 12 less than in 21-22, 293 more than in 2021. As far back as I could go was 15-16, and there was 420 more kids than that year. Just for fun fact, junior class is the largest one in Kuna. It's 503 kids right now. First grade is the smallest, 377. I have no idea why, but just there you go. Next slide. We check it every month, but our Q1 check was October 31st. It's typically the first day of the month that falls on a Monday. I did it on Friday the 31st for some reason. At that point, we were 5641. We were down 62 students from our 5th day count. We were 24 less students than the year before that on October 31st. If you look at it from our 5th day, our elementary was net 0, students out, students in. Middle school was down 22, high school was down 40 on that 5th day. If you compare it, a lot of times when you walk into a school, what they're comparing it isn't to the 5th day, they're comparing it to last year. So we had 42 less elementary students on October 1st than we did the last day of school last year. We have 54 more middle school students. So when you may have a middle school principal tell you we have so many more kids, they're not telling you from day 5, they're telling you from last year. 10 less high school students than last year, which was a net 2 more students. October 31st, we have 2 more kids district-wide than we did the last day of school last year. As of January 5th, kind of our halfway point, we have 46 less students than our 5th day. The last 2 months as a district, we've gone up. Not a lot, but we've gone up 16 total students district-wide. 32 less students than we were January 2nd of 25. So since our 5th day, we have 16 more elementary kids, 9 less middle school kids from the 5th day. But if you look at them combined, we have 29 more elementary and middle school kids from October 31st. So in just that 2-month period, you may, and I didn't break it out by school, but you may have a school feel like, hey, we've had a lot of kids lately. And high school is less. Again, from the last day of school, 26 less elementary. This one's a little wacky. I don't know why. We have 67 more middle school kids combined than we did the last day of school, and 23 less high school students. So we have 18 more district-wide since the last day of school. Stay here, but what we don't see is a school, and there's no way I'm gonna put Tim on this, but you have kids in and kids out. Typically, teachers and principals only talk about all the kids they've got since that first day. And so what I could do, and I should have done, is showed you one school picture of how many kids have they enrolled since the first day of school, because that's always a little bit crazy. But bottom line, we're 46 less than we were day 5. We're up 16 since October 31st. So February will be a good tale. Are we still going up? We're 18 more since the last day of school last year. We have 48 more kindergartners than we did on the last day of school last year. So I guarantee you have elementary principals saying we have a ton more kindergartners. Is that a sign that we're going to be growing? I don't know. 87 more kids at Hubbard, 36 more kids at Ross than the last day of school last year. 4 of you probably know exactly why. Remember, we shifted our zones and we tried to pull from Reed and Silver Trail. We added more kids to those 2 schools. So that's why you see a huge growth there. 38 more kids at Fremont. That does not include Synergy kids. That's just Fremont kids. And 30 more kids at Kuna Middle. We track enrollment every month. So I'll have different numbers for you on the 2nd, not for you, but for the district. And if you guys have any questions or you want to know other specifics, I can get you that information. But I didn't have policy today, so I really wanted a presentation. So, any questions? I don't know if I can answer them, but was there anything that you guys were kind of hoping for that I didn't give you?
No, I think this was a good overview. Yeah. Quick update of where we're at. So.
Not being a private school where we get to decide if you get to come or not, I guarantee most schools are enrolling a kid every day somewhere, and they're withdrawing a kid probably every other. I mean, it's not a revolving door, but some weeks it probably feels like it. Remember, we didn't close our semester until Friday, so we may have some kids waiting to join us on Monday, because it doesn't make any sense to move in 1 week before the semester ends. So I think that February count's gonna be really interesting. Do we keep growing? It's hard to believe with all the houses that we're not, but. Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we will move on to the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
A motion that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All right, any discussion?
We just received a little bit of feedback on one of the policies that I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
It's under C, it's 971 for rules in school. And so, that particular feedback is from a teacher that would like to continue bringing her dog, and it's not legally required, but she would like to, and so she wants us to consider that. But I think it's covered in the policy personally.
That she can or can't?
That it's decided by the building.
The building
Principal.
administrator is supposed to,
But in this particular case, she feels like the building principal or administrator is not, I guess, administering the policy equally among all the teachers. And so she feels like we should add to the policy to make sure that, like, if you're allowing a black widow spider, you're also allowing a dog, or if you're allowing a snake, that you can't really like discriminate based on the type of animal. So
Do you want me to bring back feedback from
I mean,
admin or from anyone, like a specific part? Do you want me to bring?
Well, I think it says the animals, as long as they're like specific with curriculum, they're allowed to be there. So if the dog is not coming based off of a specific curriculum or providing I think there was something about a service dog, then dogs are not allowed in the classroom.
yeah, and I feel like it's covered, personally, I feel like it's covered.
So if she's not allowed to bring her dog, then I'm sure the principal is following the policy the way that it sees fit.
Yeah, so they just, I wanted to just bring that up to let everyone know the concern, but I personally don't have the concern, I just thought that everyone should hear.
Yeah, I don't think we need to change anything in the policy.
It's at the high school, right?
No.
These are all schools. It's just, and
No,
this isn't.
I know, but I mean that specific concern with the teacher and the
I have no
dog.
idea.
No, it isn't.
I don't think it is at the high school.
Which
no.
schools, does anyone know what school it's
It's
at?
middle school. That's all we need to say.
We need to make a motion to approve consent pulling 971, and then discussion can be made after that.
Okay.
thank you.
I made a motion to approve the consent agenda. Do you want to make another
I'll
motion?
make a motion to approve the consent agenda with 971 removed then.
Second.
Kirsty,
Aye.
Freddie,
Aye.
JD,
Aye.
Hillary,
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I just think it needs to be noted that bringing animals to school is a huge liability to the district. So if something were to happen to a student and their staff member, we, the district, are fully liable financially.
Yeah, so like for instance, I know, at some of the middle schools, there are like tarantulas and snakes and black widows and such.
I feel like those are probably specifically towards curriculum.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if there's an issue within the school individually, like, that might be a different issue, but this policy, I feel like covers it properly.
And I agree.
So, unless somebody else wants to say something, I would make a motion that we approve 971 for a second read. For the second read.
I second.
Okay, any
Did you already
further?
second that? Maybe I didn't need to second that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
you did.
Yeah, you good.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Kirsty,
Aye.
Freddie,
Aye.
JD,
Aye.
Hillary,
Aye.
and I'm an aye as well. All right. The good of the order. We have coming up the 8th annual Matthew Scanlon Alumni Night, January 30th, 2026. The basketball game. And then we have a special board meeting Thursday, February 5th, 2026 at 6 p.m. to go over applicants for the superintendent search. And then number 3, ISBA School Legislative Representative Program, which kind of looked into this. Do you want to talk about it if you know more about it than I do?
That I do that, but it's more of ISBA is trying to have more participation with the legislation and having a board member come back to the board and explain what is going on so that they can keep a better track of how it's working in legislation. So if there's something that needs to be discussed, they're made aware of it more quickly.
Okay, and it's through ISBA, they kind of coach you through it? Okay. I don't know if anybody has any interest in that.
There was a meeting on the 8th where it explained, it was a webinar explaining what it is and what it entails. And it is on their website, so you're able to take a look at that, or you can let me know if you're interested and I can send it to you. And then if you are interested in getting registered for it, just let me know.
Perfect, thank you. And then Day on the Hill, February 16th through the 17th, 2026. Did you go, Hillary?
No.
No? Did you go?
Yes, I have.
You did? Okay.
It is very informative, at least to go one day.
Oh, I have gone one day, yes.
And they're doing something, they're adding something to it this time where they're gonna have, I don't remember.
Do you have to know if there's more?
Second.
All 3 days? 3 days? 3 days.
Yes, I will.
No, I think the first day is
Really?
Because that's where you meet your
you meet
representative.
so many different
Kinda
board
sit down and talk to
trustees.
them. I have not.
If you are going, please let me know so I can get you registered, or if there's more than 3 of you going, then I have to get it noticed.
Is it, when do you need to know by? What's the,
Um,
maybe it's on there? I didn't think it.
There
By the
is
end of
a-
the month?
I think by the beginning of February would be fine.
Is there a cost for us?
There is, but it's for the luncheon and it's a minimal amount. I mean, it is not a lot of money. And we get you get reimbursed for it through ISBA because they have a dollar amount for boards that they can use for that, so.
I went to a few of the meetings, I thought they were pretty good.
So yes, just let me know.
Motion that we adjourn.
Kirsty,
Aye.
Brittany, JD, Hillary,
Aye.
and I'm an aye as well. Meeting adjourned.
Nice job.
You like not break it? Do it, do it. Break it on my first day.